Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So we're here at the new shop this morning, and we're here pretty early because I'm going to be doing a photo shoot with Bill from Hyundai Heavy Equipment. He's going to come out and do an interview with me, and we're going to do a photo shoot on the Hyundai Long Reach, our 220, and probably my little 17 excavators. And I figured since I'm a little bit early this morning, I was going to come in the shop here and continue on my shop lighting project. As you can see, we got some lights up already. So these are the Shine Star 8-foot lights off of Amazon. They are a LED light. They've got 2 rows of LEDs in them. They've got an aluminum backbone. They're actually pretty tough lights. Dad and I put these in his shop, it's been about 2 years ago now, and we replaced our fluorescent lights with these. The nice thing about these is they're not affected by hot or cold. They stay the same brightness no matter what. I mean, it was a little bit chilly this morning here in the shop. I turned them on and they are just as bright as if it was 90 to 100 degrees in here. So temperature doesn't bother these. They are tough. My little niece Clara threw a ball and knocked one out of the ceiling. It fell down and hit the floor, and actually it hit the floor like straight down the tip. We picked it back up, plugged it back in, and it was perfectly fine. So really like these lights, and they don't hum. That is the beautiful thing about these, is they don't sit there and they go the whole time that they're on. That was the first thing that we noticed as soon as we turned them on. I was like, Dad, do you hear that? He's like, hear what? I said, see, you hear nothing at all. They're quiet as can be. Cool thing is they're all plug and play. They've got on each end, they got a plug in, just like that. And the cool thing about that is that you have some different options. You have direct wire hard wires, where you can wire these right into a box in your ceiling or anything like that. There's also a cord with a standard plug-in on it and a switch. And you actually get enough of these for every light in the box. They come in 12 packs. And I believe a 12 pack on Amazon was $189 for a 12 pack. You can also get different lengths of cords to go between them if you want to link them all together. Now you'll see when I show you, I have actually linked my lights together. So I'll have 4 rows of 6. That'll give me 12 lights. I've got the little, they're just shy of a foot link cord between them. You can also get longer cords if you want to go between them. This is a pretty long one, so that's what, about 6 foot. And then you can also do this. You can get these cords that you can actually plug them in, and you can keep going as long as you want. Another option you also have is this little guy right here. And this actually allows you to put light to light with no cord or anything in between. So you can put them tight together if you want to. So the way that I'm mounting these, and it's a pretty unique way, I don't think anybody else has ever done it, and I don't know if there's a reason that nobody else has done it, but I got it on Amazon and I got these magnets. So these magnets have a threaded hole in them, as you can see. And I put, the way you're supposed to mount these lights is they come with these dinky little screws like that, just a little Phillips screw, and they're not really a sheet metal screw. They're not a self drill or anything like that, and they're really hard to put in a tin. We found out on Dad's you had to pre-drill everything. So what you're supposed to do is screw that clip to whatever you want to put the light on, and then this clip just snaps right into this aluminum backbone of this light, and that's what holds it in the ceiling. Well, I wanted to do something that was fully customizable and wasn't permanent. So if I want to move stuff around and try different light options, let's say I want to throw a 4-footer off to the side or something like that in an area where I need more light, because with these wiring options, you could have that, you could snake over, put a 4-footer, snake back over with a wire and reconnect and go on. So what I did was I got these magnets off Amazon. They've got this threaded hole in them. They come with their own screw. I took my clip and I drilled the hole out bigger. And then I took my magnet and I simply attached that to that. And it actually only takes 2 of these magnets per light to hold them lights up. And you will actually pull the light out of the clip before you pull the magnet off the ceiling. So I tried this out first on the sidewalls temporarily. A couple weeks ago I had my John Deere combine in here and I needed some light, and I didn't have these ordered yet, and I wanted to get quite a bit of light on that side of the combine. So I had just some 4-foot LED shop lights that I had from my old shop. Threw some magnets on the back of them, stuck them right on the wall, and I had some light in here. So that's where I kind of came up with the idea. I'm like, you know, I wonder if there is a magnet that I can source that has a threaded hole that I can do this with. And sure enough, I found one. They are on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description of this video, so that if anybody's interested in doing this like this, you can go get the same products I got to make it happen. The only thing is you have to take this and you have to drill that hole out a little bigger, which is no big deal. I'll show you how to do it. It's pretty simple. And then what you'll have to do is when you're done doing that, when you thread the bolt through here, the screw through here, it'll protrude out the back side of the magnet. You'll just have to take it to your bench grinder and just grind that off a little bit so that fits flush on the tin. All right, I'll go ahead and I'll show you how I set these up and how I make these magnets, and then I'll show you how you put them on the ceiling. And probably won't be until later today until I got some help, because the scissor lift will go up, but sometimes it won't go back down. So I borrowed it from my cousin Matt, and he told me he had that problem. So he said, make sure you got somebody around with you so they can pull the safety release to set it down, so that you're not stuck up there. But it's kind of an intermittent problem. He's got to get it fixed. It's a nice scissor lift. I don't know why it's doing it. Something's just sticky in a valve somewhere. So, all right, I'll show you how to set some of these clips and magnets up, and then we'll get some lights put up later. So I should have mentioned something. If you've seen in the video, I've got an extension cord running up to these lights, and that is not how I'm always going to power these. When I actually get that wall, this north wall wired up, I'm going to go down by the walk door, the main walk door that I'm going to use all the time, and I'm going to run up with power to the ceiling with a switch. I'm going to run across the ceiling with some conduit and receptacles and plug each row of lights right into those receptacles with the switch at the bottom. So that'll allow me to walk in the door, turn things on and off. I was going to maybe do them in sections, but then I got to thinking, in Dad's shop we have them in sections, and every time we walk in the door anyways, we just flip them all on. So might as well just do one switch, one power supply, and be done with it. These LEDs don't draw a whole lot of voltage, so really you might as well just turn them all on anyways. I mean, it's going to be peanuts to just turn on a section at a time, and you're probably going to have more money in wiring up that way than these lights will use in voltage, I guess. So just going to do them all, make it easy, just do them all one switch. So what I need to do to drill these holes out is I just grab the clip with a pair of pliers, take my drill bit, they're like stainless steel or something, so they're kind of, they're a little bit of a booger to drill, plus they're thin, but it don't take a whole lot. I mean, just like so. Just drill them out, get them opened up. Easy as that. I wish the clips already had the right size hole. That would be fantastic, but they don't. And also, I ended up buying some extra clips because I wasn't sure how this was gonna work, and I didn't want to ruin the clips that came with the lights. And after buying these extra clips, I realized they're just a hair different than the ones that come with the lights, and they're a little bit thicker and a little bit stronger. So, and for what they cost, they're not that much. I decided that I was just gonna keep going with them. So I ended up ordering more of them, and I'll put a link for those also. I mean, you get everything you need with these lights to put them up, as far as, you know, the standard hardware that comes with them. But I just like these clips a little better. So, see, just put that on the magnet like that. And they got like some sort of, I don't know if they got some Loctite or something in the threads, but they get to a certain point, and you gotta do them with the impact. Simple as that. Like I said, I still gotta take them over to the bench grinder and take the end of that bolt off a little bit. But the nice thing about this is you're not working above your head on a ladder or scaffolding or even in the scissor lift. You can assemble all this on the ground and then just stick it to the ceiling. And the cool thing is you link all these lights together, and you put somebody in a scissor lift, you link them all together on the floor, and you just keep handing them up to the guy, and he just keeps sticking them on the ceiling. It worked out real well the other night. So see, you can see how that protrudes out the back a little bit. Just take that to the bench grinder, just grind that off till it's flush, and then you got it. The only thing I fear is like grinder dust maybe sticking to these magnets over time, but I don't think grinder dust is going to get that high because my ceilings are 16.6. Oh, my alarm going off. And I don't think it's going to get that high to get up there. Plus, with these being on magnets, if something was ever to accidentally hit a light or something, it's just going to pop it out or slide the magnet, and it's not going to rip a hole in my tin from the screws or rip the screws out. So I think there's a lot of benefits to doing it this way. At this point, it's kind of experimental, but I think it's going to have promising results. And I don't see where I could be going wrong doing this, other than, yeah, it's a little more money to do it this way because you got the expense of the magnets and maybe a little time of putting these together. But at the same time, it's safer because I'm not messing around on scaffolding or a ladder trying to put these little dinky screws up in that tin, and that screw's slipping off, and I lose my balance, fall over backwards, fall 16 feet, and get injured, and then I'm going to have, you know, money in medical bills. So it's safer, it's quicker, and it's just going to be cool all around. So, all right, that's how you make your clips. Just take your light now, just like this. Clip it on, and you're ready to go. Look at that. Perfect. I'll show you. Let's see if we can see if the camera will see the sidewall over here. Let me move this tripod around here real quick. But look at this. Well, that's without grinding that bolt off first. They're not going to stick quite right. But yeah, that's all it takes to hold the 8-foot light up is just 2 of those magnets, and pretty impressive. It's gonna work real good. So, all right, it's getting light out. I'm gonna go move some equipment around, get ready for my, it's actually a video shoot, photo shoot and video shoot. So it's both. So I'm gonna go get ready for that, and then we'll put these lights up later. Well, now that I have Dad, Scooter, and George to help me put the lights up, we can get them put up. Now this is a couple weeks after the first video started on this, so kind of had to wait till I had help because Cousin Matt's scissor lift don't like to let you down after you go up sometimes. So I don't want to begin here stuck in the air. So we're just going to take our magnets with our clips. We're just going to clip them on each end of the light. Just as simple as that. Get them ready here. One more, George. There's that. Now we can get our cords that link them together. Right here. Oh, there's a zip tie on there. George, you got your knife. Your Scooter's got his knife. George has his, but George has got layers on. Ended up cutting a finger doing this. There we go. This little zip tie. There you go, Scooter. Alright, now just start plugging these together. I don't want to get too many plugged together until we get the scissor lift in place and ready to go. But we'll just get them all linked together. Well, there we go. The lights are all finished in the shop. Now the wiring, like I said before, is temporary. That's not how it's gonna stay. That's just gonna get us going for now. But we talked about it earlier, and I think what we're gonna do is go midway through the shop and actually split these up a little more. That way they're not so much on each line on each receptacle. So we're probably gonna end up putting them on 2 switches instead of 1. But I'm gonna let my electrician buddy figure all that out. But I've got them the way I want them. The magnets work great. They've been up for, well, most of them have been up for a month now, and they haven't moved, they haven't nothing. It works great. So I think that's kind of a safer way to do it than trying to be up there running the little screws in a tin and drilling all those little holes to make them work. And plus, it's totally customizable. You can go up there and move them around, add more rows if you want. You can do all kinds of things with them this way. It's really easy. So anyways, thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate it. We'll see you all in the next one. If you like this, give me a like and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it.